Hello, dear students. Today is the 8th of week, and you know that our subject or discipline is called environmental management, and today's lecture number 8, and it's called Principles of Management of Regional Systems of Natural Territories. Before having a new lesson, dear students, you should remember about lecture theme of last week, and our last lecture was called water resource regulation, ecological and environmental regulation and the management of water resource, and during explaining this lecture, we discussed about resource of water, and during pollution, what kind of methods do you use? Biological methods, chemical and physical methods of assessment water resource, and maybe you have to know about this problem, what kind of these problems we can solve. Maybe you know about them. Dear students, today's lecture has a plan, and the first theme of the plan is called legislation of the Republic of Kazakhstan in the field of special protected natural resource territories. Why? Because today's lecture is called Principles of Management of Regional Systems of Natural Territories, and in the plan we can discuss about the legislation of the Republic Kazakhstan, and the first plan is called categories and types of specially protected natural territories. Then we can know about the basic principles in the field of specially protected natural territories. Then we learn about the system of specially protected natural territories, then about objects and subjects of relations in the field of specially protected natural territories. Then we can discuss about total specially protected natural territories. Before knowing of this theme, we have to connect this theme with the biodiversity, the natural environment. What is the role of biodiversity in the natural environment? What do you say about this? Biodiversity includes the number of different organisms and their relative frequency in the ecosystem. Then it reflects the organization of organisms at different levels. I mean about flora and fauna. The term of biodiversity was kind of in 1985. You know that it's important in natural as well as artificial ecosystems. And biodiversity has three types. Species diversity. It's connected with the different types of species found in a particular area. Then the next, genetic diversity, then ecological diversity. Why? Maybe, dear students, you already knew about them because in ecological and statement subject we had learned about them. Biodiversity, what's the biodiversity and types of biodiversity. This slide is connected with the natural complex of forest ecosystem with rich biodiversity. It's connected. It consists of biodiversity. Then you know about them cycle of environment management with the plants and the animals and the environment. They are connected each other. Dear students, you know about them. Then today we have some plans about our subject, our theme of lecture today's the legislation of the Republic of Kazakhstan in the field of specially protected natural territories and objects of the state nature reserves is based on the Constitution of the Republic of Kazakhstan, consists of this law and other regulatory legal acts of the Republic of Kazakhstan. When you say about relations on the use and protection of subsurface resource, waters, forests and other natural resources of specially protected natural territories are regulated by special laws of the Republic of Kazakhstan in the part not regulated by this law. Maybe you are agree with him. And property relations in the field of specially protected natural territories are regulated by the civil legislation of the Republic of Kazakhstan, unless otherwise provided by the law. If an international treaty ratified by the Republic of Kazakhstan establishes rules other than those contained in this law, the rules of the international treaty. And the next we have to know about categories and types of specially protected natural territories shall apply. When you say about depending on the purpose of creation and the type of protection regime, the following types of specially protected natural territories or national significance are distinguished. The first, state natural reserves, state national nature parks, state natural reserves, state zoological parks and botanical gardens, dendrological parks, state monuments of nature, and state nature reserves and protected areas. Depending on the purpose of creation and the type of protection regime, following types of specially protected natural territories or local significance are distinguished. The first, state regional nature parks, state zoological parks, botanical gardens, state dendrological parks, and state monuments, and state natural reserves. Legislative acts of the Republic of Kazakhstan may also provide for other types of specially protected natural territories. Today's theme is connected with the principles in the field of specially protected natural territories. Well, the main principles in the field of special protected natural areas are what the first development of the system of specially protected natural territories as a basic component of the ecological network that ensures the conservation and the restoration of biological diversity in eco and typical landscapes. State regulation, control, supervision in the field of special protected natural territories, reservation of the state nature reserve fund under natural ecological systems, payment for the use of specially protected natural territories, responsibility for violation of the legislation of the Republic of Kazakhstan in the field of specially protected natural territories, then participation of individuals and legal entities in solving problems in the field of specially protected natural territories, and the availability of information in the field of specially protected natural territories, then international cooperation in the field of specially protected natural territories, and the participation of coordination councils in solving problems in the fields of specially protected natural territories. We we have to know and we should about objects of specially protected natural resource. It is the first natural complexes and lands of other categories. Lands of specially protected natural territories, objects of relations in the field of specially protected natural territories are natural complexes, including lands of specially protected natural territories as well as objects of the state natural reserve fund located on these lands and the lands of other categories. I have remembered about this. It's audio for you when I prepared for you, and then the subject of relations in the field of specially protected natural territories, and their individuals and legal entities as well as state bodies and according with the competence established by the laws of the Republic of Kazakhstan. And the system of specially protected natural territories are government of the Republic of Kazakhstan, the authorized body, including its department with the territorial divisions, central executive bodies responsible for specially protected natural territories, responsive bodies of regions, cities of republican significance, the capital within their competence defined by this law and the other laws of the Republic of Kazakhstan and the bylaws of the Republic of Kazakhstan, executive bodies of region and etc. Then you environment organization, individuals and legal entities engaged and activities in the field of ensuring the protection of specially protected natural resources. And dear students, when you say about biodiversity, we can show video of plants and animals and their uses shortly when you have
Plants and animals
time
and their uses.
in this video. In this video, for example.
Plants and animals are useful to us in many ways. Plants make the air pure by
maybe, dear students, you will and you can show and see video of this my presentation. I will my presentation for you by email and by university system and the model. Maybe today's lecture will finish it because you know on online the online we have got a lot of time for you and have you got a question for me, my dear students? By dialogue you should give me a lot of question for this team, my dear students. Hello, yes, I have, and my question is about animals and plants. Dear students, you know that biodiversity is connected with the specialty protection our natural resources and areas and territories. And today's is ecological problems with connected with the animals and the plants but in Kazakhstan, in our Kazakhstan has a lot of animals and plants, but we should and we have to protect our animals and plants by specially protected natural resources. And you have to know about them, about legislation of protection of specialty territories and areas and resource, natural resource. That and you know that animals and plants are biodiversity, and they are our natural resource as we. So we have to know about them. And animal quiz, you will introduce and show and see about them shortly in this video. Facing neurons and animals. You should take this presentation by email and from university system, my dear students. In the practical classes, we will discuss and tell about them, animals and plants, and you have to prepare about them, and you have to prepare for test control question, my dear students. Maybe, and then you should prepare for test controlling. So when you open your video or presentation, you have to enter your name and email, and this test control will be opened for you individually, and you should about them. You should then answer them. Dear students, my subject is finished for you. If you don't have any question for me, I will finish my subject, dear students, and then bye-bye. If you have question, other question for me, you can send your question by email, by university system, and by WhatsApp, by mobile phone. I am ready for you.